Philadelphia news, team of my heart. Are you ready to dive into the future of the Philadelphia 76ers? In this video, we discover the 5 crucial free agent players who could be the key to our championship dreams. With Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey leading the charge, these additions could be the game changers we need. We'll explore how these 5 crucial players can bring unique skills to elevate our team. Don't miss this in-depth analysis that every Sixers fan needs to see. Trust the process and see how these actors can help us lift the trophy. Hey there, Sixers fan. Today, we're diving into a topic that's sure to get your basketball juices flowing: free agency and the perfect role players who could be game changers for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, if you're as passionate about the Sixers as I am, you're probably on the edge of your seat thinking about how we can maximize our shot at that elusive championship. Let's get into it. Picture this: the Sixers, already boasting the unstoppable Joel Embiid and the electric Tyrese Maxey, are looking to form a big three to dominate the NBA. Daryl Morey, our president of basketball operations, is on the hunt for that max player to complete our trio. But hold on, because it's not just about the stars. We need the right role players to fill out the roster and support our big guns. Right now, we've got just 4 players under contract for the 2024-25 season: Embiid, Paul Reed, Ricky Council IV, and Jeff Doughton Jr., the latter 3 on non-guaranteed deals. Here's where it gets exciting. Let's talk about 5 free agent role players who could be perfect for the Sixers and help us chase that title dream. Malik Beasley. Imagine having a sharpshooter like Malik Beasley on the floor. Last season with the Milwaukee Bucks, Beasley nailed 41.3% of his three-pointers, averaging 2.8 triples per game on 6.9 attempts. Think about it: Embiid and Maxey drawing defenders and Beasley ready to knock down open shots. He hit 42.4% on catch-and-shoot threes. That's exactly the kind of offensive firepower we need to stretch defenses and open up the floor. Malik Monk. Monk brings a different kind of energy. While he only shot 35% from deep last season, his ability to create his own shot is invaluable. He's the kind of player who can break down defenses and play off Maxey in the backcourt. Monk is a streak shooter, and when he's on, he's a force to be reckoned with. Adding him to our roster would mean another offensive threat that opponents have to worry about. Royce O'Neale is the definition of a perfect role player. He's a career 38.1% shooter from deep, runs the floor well, understands the game, and is an elite perimeter defender. Coach Nick Nurse would love his versatility. O'Neale could seamlessly fit into a DeAnthony Melton-like role, especially if Melton leaves in free agency. His defensive prowess and ability to hit the three make him a must-have. Caleb Martin. Martin's name might not be the flashiest, but his game speaks volumes. He can guard ball handlers and swingmen, score from mid-range and deep, and was pivotal in the Miami Heat's run to the finals in 2023. Once Morey lands the big fish, Martin could be the depth piece we need to solidify our rotation. If he declines his player option, we should definitely make a move for him. Gary Harris. Despite dealing with injuries, Harris is a reliable 3 and D player. He shot 37.1% from deep last season and was crucial to the Magic's playoff push. Harris is tough, defends the opposition's best scorers, and brings it every night. His experience and skill set would be a fantastic addition to our squad. These players aren't just filler, they're the kind of role players who can make the difference in tight playoff games, providing the support our stars need. Imagine the Sixers with these additions. Each one bringing their unique skill set to the table, making us a deeper, more formidable team. So, which of these guys do you think would make the biggest impact? Stick around, because in the next part, we'll delve deeper into how each of these players could fit into our system and what they bring to the table. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Sixers faithful, let's keep this momentum rolling. We've already introduced 5 role players who could potentially elevate our team to new heights. Now, let's dig deeper into how each of these players can fit into the Sixers system and what they specifically bring to the table. Get ready to envision a stronger, more versatile Philadelphia 76ers team. Malik Beasley, the sharpshooter. Imagine this scenario: Embiid draws a double team in the post. Maxey drives into the lane, collapsing the defense. Who's waiting on the perimeter? Malik Beasley, locked and loaded. His 41.3% shooting from beyond the arc is not just impressive, it's game-changing. Beasley's ability to hit catch-and-shoot threes at a 42.4% clip means he's a perfect fit for a Sixers team that thrives on ball movement and creating open shots. His presence on the floor would force defenses to stretch, giving Embiid and Maxey more room to operate inside and out. Think about the countless times we've needed that reliable outside shooter to nail a clutch 3. Beasley is that guy. Malik Monk, the dynamic scorer. Next, let's talk about Malik Monk. Monk's ability to create his own shot adds a whole new dimension to our offense. Picture this, the defense locks down Embiid and Maxey, and the shot clock is winding down. Monk can break down his defender and get to the basket or pull up for a mid-range jumper. His streaky shooting can be both a challenge and an asset, but when he gets hot, he's unstoppable. Pairing Monk with Maxey in the backcourt could create one of the most dynamic and explosive guard tandems in the league. Monk's ability to handle the ball and make plays off the dribble would take some pressure off Maxey, allowing him to play more off-ball and exploit his speed and agility. Royce O'Neale, the ultimate role player. Now, let's shift our focus to Royce O'Neale. He's the kind of player every championship team needs. O'Neale's versatility on both ends of the floor makes him invaluable. On defense, he can guard multiple positions, providing the kind of perimeter defense that's crucial in today's NBA. Offensively, his 38.1% shooting from deep means he can space the floor and hit timely shots. Imagine a lineup where O'Neale is tasked with locking down the opposition's best wing player, allowing Embiid to focus on protecting the rim and Maxey to handle the offensive load. O'Neale's basketball IQ and experience would be a perfect complement to our younger stars. Caleb Martin, the defensive specialist. Caleb Martin brings toughness and defensive intensity. Remember his key role in Miami's 2023 finals run? He's the kind of player who steps up in big moments. Martin's ability to guard multiple positions, from ball handlers to swingmen, would be a massive asset. On offense, he can hit from mid-range and beyond the arc, making him a versatile scoring option. Adding Martin to our rotation would give us a reliable defender who can also contribute offensively. Think about those crucial playoff moments where we need a stop or a big shot. Martin is the guy who can deliver on both ends. Gary Harris, the veteran presence. Finally, let's talk about Gary Harris. Despite his injury history, Harris is a proven 3 and D player. His 37.1% shooting from deep and ability to take on the toughest defensive assignments make him a valuable piece. Imagine Harris coming off the bench, providing that veteran leadership and defensive grit we need. His experience in the playoffs and ability to knock down crucial shots would be a steadying presence for our younger players. Harris's toughness and competitive spirit are exactly what the Sixers need to push through the grind of the NBA season and into the playoffs. These players bring a mix of shooting, defense, versatility, and experience. They're not just role players, they're the glue guys who can hold a team together and make critical plays when it matters most. Each one fits a specific need for the Sixers, whether it's spacing the floor, creating shots, locking down on defense, or providing veteran leadership. So, Sixers fans, which of these potential additions excites you the most? Stay tuned, because in the final part, we'll discuss how these players could help us in key matchups and what our potential rotation could look like with these new additions. You won't want to miss it. This could be the blueprint to our next championship run. Sixers Nation, we've explored how each of these 5 potential role players, Malik Beasley, Malik Monk, Royce O'Neale, Caleb Martin, and Gary Harris, could fit into our team. Now, let's bring it all together and imagine how these additions could transform our roster and bolster our chances in key matchups throughout the season and playoffs. This is where things get really exciting. Transforming the rotation. Picture our starting lineup: Joel Embiid at center, Tyrese Maxey at point guard, and our new max player, let's say a star forward, completing the big 3. Now, imagine filling out the lineup with the likes of Malik Beasley and Royce O'Neale. Beasley's 3-point shooting spaces the floor perfectly, making defenses pay for collapsing on Embiid. O'Neale, with his defensive prowess and ability to guard multiple positions, locks down the opposing team's best wing player. This starting 5 is balanced, lethal from beyond the arc, and rock solid on defense. Off the bench, we have Malik Monk bringing instant offense. Monk's scoring ability and knack for breaking down defenses provide a spark whenever we need it. Pair him with Caleb Martin, whose defensive versatility allows us to mix and match lineups depending on the matchup. Martin can guard both backcourt and frontcourt players, making our bench unit highly adaptable and tough to exploit. Crucial matchups and playoff push. Let's break down how these additions help us in critical matchups. Against teams with dominant guards, like the Golden State Warriors or the Dallas Mavericks, having Monk and O'Neale means we can switch effectively on defense and keep up the offensive pressure. Beasley's shooting ensures we can trade blows from beyond the arc with the best of them, making us less vulnerable to 3-point barrages. We're not just building a team, we're building a legacy. These role players could be the missing pieces to our championship puzzle, the ones who help us lift that trophy and bring a title back to Philadelphia. We're on the verge of something special, and you're a part of it. If you're as hyped about these potential additions as I am, make sure you're staying up to date with all the latest Sixers news. Subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and don't miss a single update. Together, let's witness the rise of in the playoffs, where every possession counts. Gary Harris's experience and 3-and-D skill set become invaluable. He's the kind of player who can come in, hit a crucial 3, and then turn around and lock down the opposition's top scorer. Imagine a tight Game 7, Harris stepping up to knock down a clutch shot or make a pivotal defensive stop. These are the moments that can define a championship run. Building a championship culture. Adding these role players isn't just about stats or skills, it's about building a winning culture. Players like O'Neale and Harris bring the kind of work ethic and professionalism that can elevate the entire team. Their presence in the locker room helps set the tone, showing younger players like Maxey and Reed what it takes to win at the highest level. Now, Sixers fan, let's get real for a moment. We've been through ups and downs with this team. We felt the heartbreak of early playoff exits and the euphoria of big wins. Imagine the feeling of watching this team come together, every piece fitting perfectly, and making a deep playoff run. Picture the Wells Fargo Center erupting as Embiid dunks over a defender or Beasley drains a three-pointer in crunch time. The Philadelphia 76ers and cheer them on to glory. Trust the process and let's make this the year we bring the championship home. Go Sixers!